but she ain't came, so I just went live and maybe then she'll see. Tinika, if you on, let me know if you need the link and I'll send it to you in the chat. Everybody. Girl. Yeah, let me know if you need the link again, Queen. I got salt on my hand. I had to put some salt. There she go. Salon Queen. You hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I should have told you to come on like 5 minutes earlier, but child of day, I just finished doing what I told you I was gonna do.
I think it's been the same for me. Um, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. So, let me grab. Where's my other phone? Where are you, phone? Where are you? I hope I ain't leave it over there. That'll be crazy. Cause I had put some questions for you. I don't see it, so I'm gonna have to get up. Hold on 1 minute. How you turn this around? Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna do this because y'all, I'm not appropriate. So I'm gonna have to cover this. I'm gonna have to wait. We'll put up some earrings over it till I get up and figure out where the phone at. But I put all her information as we talking tonight. We're going to do look, I look a hot mess. We're going to do South African inspired earrings. So I'm trying to cover the thing up, but I think y'all still can see me. Y'all can still see me. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Let me grab. Yeah, I think y'all still can see me because right there. Hold on. Because I don't have no clothes on. I get paint on everything. So I have to cover that up. Let me well, I have a sarong going, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
And
phone was
I was
right
gonna say,
here.
I think I might need to adjust my camera as well. In order
You
to
do?
watch the painting. So I didn't know how you wanted me to come on for that. If you wanted me to come on
Yeah,
from my paint table or.
I was gonna go in my other room that I'm making a nice little room, and I was gonna set it up so I can show my face. Cause I say the next one I go live, I'm gonna show my face
Uh-huh.
and then draw. But I just didn't have time. It just so we can do it next time. This is always another day.
Okay, that's fine. That is just fine.
Yeah. All right. So I got my phone. So Tanika, as we painting, I could
Yeah.
just ask. I just got like 5 questions, and
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you.
All right.
So let me put this back over here. I got all my little new growth, y'all. I got some new locks. I'm locking some new locks. My hair grew out the lock. Wait, okay, let me turn me back around. So, and then after this, y'all, I'll show y'all the stencils. Thank y'all again for supporting the stencils. So our theme tonight is South Africa. That's where this beloved queen went to. So I'm gonna ask you the first question, and then we'll paint a little bit, and then it's just 5 little questions I have.
Okay.
Hey, everybody in the chat. Hey, everybody in the chat. Hold on. Y'all thumbs up this video. We're going to be painting. If y'all want to paint with us, that'll be cute too. Let me turn this way. All right. Okay. So my first question is, That's my first question. What part of South Africa did you visit, and what drew you to that location?
I went to Johannesburg, South Africa, and it's funny how the whole thing came about. And y'all excuse me because I'm a little bit under the weather tonight, but I was determined to get on here and do the live with you. So my
Oh.
voice is a little bit hoarse and it doesn't sound that great, but um, so I had I've always been into um, heritage and Afrocentric type things. That's just like naturally a part of who I am.
Mm.
Um, and I started doing my business ventures. It's been a while now. I think it was around 2000, and I'm going to say 2008 is when I first kind of started getting into oils and Afrocentric type things. So I went to I would do like vending events locally in my area, and I kept coming across this lady online who was basically like a business coach. So I went
Mm.
to a couple of her events and really enjoyed her events. So I would was almost like a regular at attending her events. So last year or prior to last year, she had changed her business from coaching locally in my area in Virginia to where she was
Mhm.
traveling and coaching. So she put together this event where she was doing this in South Africa. And she posted something online about it. And I read it and it resonated with me. And so I decided to go. So that's kind of how it started. I was familiar with her enough that I would venture out to outside of the country and take a trip. So that's
Mm.
kind of how it began.
That's
If that answers your question.
Yeah, that answer it. So 2000, you say 2008 or 9 when you start just loving your I ain't gonna say you wasn't loving being African, but I'm just saying in general, like you start embracing more of your Afrocentricity.
Yes, I started embracing it about then. That's when I locked my hair and things started to kind of evolve from there for me.
What was the awakening? Like, majority of black people, a lot of them is still quote unquote asleep. So what was the awakening for you? It was just it was different things, or was just like a epiphany, like, oh, what was the awakening?
I think it's always been there for me, but it was dormant.
Mm, mm,
And over years of just natural growth that I started to discover that, some things I like and not everybody likes those things. And it was okay, because I think
yes.
maybe for a time, I was liking those things. I was interested in the more Afrocentric things, but I didn't allow it to surface because of what other people might think.
Yes.
And then I
So
got
once
to a
you
point.
start so once you start like embracing it more, what would they say, like your family members or your friends? What would they say to you?
Pretty much, they would say little things. You would like even when I locked my hair, one girlfriend said, when are you gonna take your hair out? And I was like, never.
Mm.
You know, it was little stuff like that, and just ways where I might dress a little bit more eccentric or just something a little bit different, and it might be a comment here or there, and so yeah, it kind of started that way with me,
Oh,
and
yeah, we all got a journey, right?
definitely without a doubt.
Yeah.
But and
Okay.
the more I embraced it, the more I felt like me.
It started activating everything. Like you said, it
It
was
did.
dormant.
It
Yes.
did.
Yes. All right.
So
So, how did being in the motherland influence your creativity? Have you felt inspired to create new designs based on your experience?
I'm gonna say this: the experience was absolutely, it was beautiful. Um, I don't want to say it was overwhelming because it wasn't quite that, but it was a lot. It
Hmm.
was a lot to take in. It's a lot to
Mm,
process. I'm still processing.
I know, right?
And I'm just at the beginning stages of the processing. So um, it's a lot. But I would
Yeah.
say for anybody who is interested in that part of their history, if they feel that's their history, because I honestly feel that without a doubt in my mind, that that is a part of my history.
Oh, praise be.
So, um, and some people don't. Some people
Yeah.
don't resonate with that, and I understand that, and
Yeah.
that's fine. That's them. But I
Have
know
you?
that,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, I
I'm,
know that the part of me that made me go there, that put the desire in me to go there, is because that's where my people originated.
oh, praise be. So you did an ancestry? Um,
I haven't done that. I have
you
been
just
thinking
felt it.
about doing that. What I did do,
Mm-hmm.
well, let me tell you this. I did do a little bit of ancestry. And I did go
Okay.
back to where um, it was documented in court records where an ancestor came to America from the slave ship. So I do
Mm.
know that part. Now, as far as what part of Africa or where they actually came from, I don't know exactly, but I do know that it did occur.
Oh, okay.
So
Again,
I documented back that far.
what part of South Africa did you say you visit?
I went to Johannesburg. That was the central location that I went to. But then I
Okay.
visited the township of Soweto and then
Mm-hmm.
also Cape Town.
Oh, wow, that's dope. And how long you stayed?
I was there just shy of 2 weeks,
Yeah.
which is not a
Do you
lot of
feel like
time.
I was just gonna say that? Do you feel like you needed more time?
It
I
would
know
have
you're
been
gonna go
great.
back.
I am. I'm actually going back
Yeah.
next year
Hmm.
um, to another part. It'd be more Western Africa, I believe. Um,
Okay.
but the days were jam packed, they were full. So it would have been great to have a little bit more rest and relaxation. But the trip itself, it was smooth sailing. I had so many firsts. And this was my first time traveling alone, my first time being on a
Oh,
plane,
wow.
my first time going out of the country, my first time going horseback riding on white sand beach. I
Oh,
mean, it was
praise
just so
be.
many firsts for me that I was just trying to take it in. And,
Yes.
that was, the goal is just to kind of take it in, be in the moment, and, appreciate just everything that I was going through.
That's beautiful. One of my favorite singers is from South Africa. Her name is Mary Makeba, and she sang this song.
Okay.
But she was married to Stokely Carmichael. He was in the Black Panther movie. You ever get a chance, just look her up. But
Okay.
yeah, she's one of my muses, one of my inspirations in my activist Black Power, pro Black era. But she's still there.
Okay.
But she
Yeah.
was exiled. Matter of fact, she was exiled for Johannesburg due to her mainly. I think it was mainly dealing with America. Like she went on tour with Harry Belafonte. I can't. I know what why she got exiled, but she couldn't go back to Johannesburg 20 years. For 20
Wow.
years, yeah.
That's a
And
long
then I know
time.
she had a place in she had a place in Kenya, but it's a documentary. Um, it's I can't remember the name of it, but it's really good. Amandala. I'll give you the link of it. And it's a
Okay.
really good documentary. That's when I have it on VHS. So, and I know they pretty sure they got it on social media now, but it's a really inspiring. And when she sang, she do like the little, how like when they be making that little noise.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do
that's how she
know.
sang.
And they still do
Yeah.
all of that in their music.
Mm-hmm.
Africa is a vibe. It's live.
That's some earrings, Queen. Africa is a vibe. It's
It's live
live.
for
That's what's up.
yes, it is live. It's like, you hear stories about Africa, and oftentimes we hear about the poverty side of it, and that is
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
I saw that. That is a sight to
Yes.
see as well. Um,
Mm.
what can I say about that? Imagine going to a landfill
Mm-hmm.
with open cans,
Oh,
just
I've been
like
a went crazy.
what's that?
I've been a went crazy. I be saying pick up little. I be over there picking up little.
Well, when I say cans, I'm saying, um, and I'm just doing this for a visualization. The cans are actually homes. They're 10 homes, or
I see what you're saying.
but imagine just a landfill just with open, just cans just thrown and open. That's what the
Like the
homes look like.
slums.
There was no excavating
Yeah.
on the land. The land was just raw, and that's how they were living. Parts of it, they may not have electricity, um, and definitely you could tell that there was a lot of poverty and just things going on there. But then there's other parts where obviously it's rich, it's beautiful. Um,
Mm.
art. I thought about you often because there is
Oh,
so much
praise
art
be.
there. I did, I really did, and I told you I picked up something that I'm gonna send to you. But um, the art is beautiful and it's everywhere. Black
Oh,
art
praise be.
everywhere that you go.
So let me ask you this. Okay, so when you say so when you seen the slums mainly in Africa, did the people seem happy, or did they seem the energy of it just normal?
I felt that it seemed normal. That's what they were used to,
Mm,
how they were used to living. Um, so it seemed normal.
it seemed normal. Okay. So when they seen you, because I know a lot of times I have a lot of African friends. I haven't been to Africa physically, but spiritually, I have been multiple times. So, um, dang, what else was I say? I just lost my train of thought. It'll come back. So let me ask you another question.
Okay. One thing I want to say about that while you're on it, there were certain
Mm-hmm.
areas that we were basically told don't go to those areas.
Oh,
So if
okay.
that helps out, there are
Oh
definitely
yes.
areas that you don't want to go to.
So this the part that it popped. As soon as you said that, it came back up. Did any? They knew that you was African American, or did they call you white?
They know that we are Americans. When I got there, this trip right here was very, for me, I don't know. There's other people that went. It was a group of about 10 of us. Now, I didn't know any of those people. The only one that I had
Mm.
knowledge of was the lady that I connected with to go on the trip. Like I met
Okay.
her, we've conversated, we have a rapport, but I didn't know anybody else on this trip.
So you had,
So
like you say, you had a lot of firsts. Like you
I
on
had
this
so
trip
many
by you.
firsts. It was
Oh
amazing for real.
yes, I'm gonna have to go with you next year.
And I thought about you with that too, for real.
We'll have so much fun.
It would be awesome. And even your
Yeah, we gotta get
tribe,
the.
like if you put something together with your tribe,
Yes,
girl,
ma'am.
that would be an amazing time.
Yes, I know a lot of people that put them together. I have shipped to Ghana twice. I thought that was so dope. I have two beautiful. They here on YouTube. ES. She been in she's in Ghana, and
Okay.
Nubia. Her YouTube name was Nubia App, but it's Lisa Marie Goodman and Goodson, and she's on YouTube. She have Afrocentric home decor, and then she have her regular channel. So both of them in Africa. I know Lisa Marie. She was there. She went there for a trip and ended up staying there because COVID happened. Yeah, and
Okay.
then I
Is
put the links
she's
in the
on
description
YouTube?
box. Yeah, she's on YouTube.
Is she in Ghana?
She's in Ghana. Yes.
I think I follow her.
Yeah, she
Okay.
been rocking. I mean, I done seen her journey forever. She done supported me. She done brought so many people to me because I was one of the first people to bring out the woodcut earring that say Queen going
Okay.
horizontal.
Yes.
I think it was her husband. He let him earring so much he came and got like five more pairs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but yeah, we gotta talk. We gonna have to talk about that because that'll be beautiful if all us earring people or just people that's followers get together and go to Africa and
Yeah.
hand painted the traveling hand painted earrings in Africa.
Wouldn't that be awesome? And I had thought about with I'm always thinking so. And then if I cross any lines, just let me know. Even with the
Nuh-uh,
thing that you're doing,
that's us as creators. Like our brain be everywhere.
yeah, I was thinking for I know you said you're gonna be doing this more than once. And I said,
Yes,
Dad,
ma'am.
wouldn't it be awesome for if when I participate, if in my part, and it could be anybody's part, I'm just saying me because I know I'm going back next year.
Mm-hmm.
If I can sit down on African soil and paint
Mm.
my version of whatever I paint. So
Yes.
that's like one of the things I want to do when I go back is sit down on the land and just paint.
I know that's right. I can't I like I said, I've been there spiritually.
Yeah,
And I done put my feet in the ground. I done met with priests. I done have been in festivals, dancing. I done seen myself so much, but we are Africa, so everywhere we are, Africa is,
right.
you know?
So yeah, and that's how it starts. Just that thought. I mean, just that energy.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest. For me, and I say the word manifest because that's what I believe it to be. For me to
Yes.
manifest a trip to Africa, I'm telling y'all, that's amazing.
Praise
It's
be.
really amazing. Like, you don't know, y'all don't know me, like that. But to manifest a trip to Africa, and I had that many first of things I had
That
never
was that
done.
was that was divine. To me, it
It,
seemed like it was divine. It was like you say, when everything it was dormant and then it was activated. That was divine.
yeah. And when it got fully activated, like even with the trip, everything
Mm.
was everything like fell like right in line. There was no hiccups, no nothing. Even I had to get on three different flights. It took 24 hours to get there.
Mm.
And I had to get on three different flights. Mind you, I'm by myself. I've never traveled outside of on a plane, first of all, but outside of
Mm.
my state on a plane. Um
Mm.
and yeah, it was an
Yeah,
experience.
that's the experience. You could write.
It was an
You could write
experience.
a whole.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So
So
let me ask you this, Queen.
okay.
Um. Okay. So were there any cultural or artistic traditions you encountered that stood out to you? And did you visit any local markets or galleries?
I did visit the local market and I purchased paintings and some artifacts and things I brought back.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I could show those in another video. Most of
Oh
them I
yeah,
gave
we'll love
away,
that.
but I do have some that I could share. Um, I enjoyed it. I think I would have enjoyed it more The only thing that was a thing for me is that they do recognize us as being tourists, and
Yeah, they could tell.
they can tell, and they pretty much are on you the whole time that you're trying to shop. I'm one of those people, I really actually like to shop. So if you leave me alone, I'll buy more than if you hover.
Yes. That's the
So
type of
they didn't
salesperson
know
I
that,
am.
but I was
Yeah.
trying to help them out and tell them, like, if you leave me alone, I'll end up buying a whole lot more than if you hover me. But that's just how they are, I guess, because they see Americans, and they need to make money. That's the only way that a lot of
Yes.
them make money.
Yes.
So, you're walking down the street, and if it's in the marketplace area, they're approaching you, they're trying to get you to buy their product. Sometimes they're overlapping each other because they're trying to get you to buy. But it still was a beautiful experience. Understanding, I understand that they need money, and that's the way that they make money. But I just wish that they understood that we as tourists and Americans and wherever people come from that come um, to Africa, that we are going to buy. We want to take artifacts and different things home. So, but the other part of your question, what was that? I'm sorry. Uh, Are you still there? She dropped off. Well, I need to sign out to connect again. How's everybody doing? I've been missing y'all. I haven't been seeing anybody. Yes, I did visit where Nelson Mandela. I visit the Constitution Hill, the area where he was imprisoned at, and I visit. Let me say this: Nelson Mandela in Africa is like a god.